is a comedy, the film is played completely straight-faced. And because it's played so straight that it increases the humor tenfold. The film is directed by Tyler Cornack, who also plays Chip, and I would definitely want to check out whatever this dude does next. The film is really well put together, it's shot well, has some great color grading, the performances are all pretty great. Tyler Wrights as Russell is a real standout for sure in this film. He's absolutely fantastic. From small mannerisms to his hard-boiled attitude, he really develops the character on his own. The film also does a great job of building suspense. This film is a comedy for sure, but it also works really well as a suspense thriller mystery. It keeps you wondering how all this will play out, and it keeps you thoroughly engaged as the film proceeds toward the climactic punchline that literally made me bust out laughing. The absurdity is the real draw here, and it could be a major turnoff, but I love these kind of absurd concept movies, and this is definitely one of the better ones. This is one of those films that I've already recommended to most of my buddies, and one I really hope finds a cult following someday if it already hasn't. Apocalypto is a film directed by Mel Gibson that's always looked interesting to me, but I've just never went out of my way to try to find it. I think it was out of print at some point, I can't really remember, but a buddy of mine sold me his additional copy, so here I am. The film follows a Mayan clan that is raided by a much larger clan and taken captive. Many are killed, but the most are taken back as slaves or sacrifice victims. This is a brutal film to say the least. One of my favorite things about the film is just the setting. We don't really get very many films with tribes like this, and it's a cool and interesting setting. Now, disclaimer, I know little to nothing about Mayan civilization other than the whole 2012 thing, so I'm just taking the film at face value. But at face value, it's pretty interesting. The makeup and the set design is definitely the star here. Everything from tattoos, piercings, gore effects, and the enemy tribe's leader looks amazing. Seriously, love this dude's getup. While there's a lot to enjoy here, the film never really felt as epic as the setup led me to believe it would be. When the tribe gets raided and are taken back to the other group's, basically, city, it felt like a lead up to a large-scale revolt or something along those lines, but it just kind of turns into a one-man escape route kind of movie, which honestly felt like... Hello, I am blown out. My goodness gracious. What's up? Welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering. Today we are playing a pretty spicy list. It is Cauldron Torex. Now this was a list that was brought up to me by a viewer. And if you can give me a microsecond, I want to make sure I have the correct username. So should have probably had this pulled up beforehand. So that I apologize for not having it up right away. This was a list by WM6134. The reason why I want to look that up because I knew it had numbers in it, and I was like, there's no way I can remember that off the top of my head. They said they played against a deck that was kind of like this. It was Mono Black Torex that was trying to loop Cauldron Familiar, and that sounded super fun. They tried to piece together a deck list for me, and then I kind of messed around with it a little bit. Let's have an open discussion and maybe we can make something really fun with this. But let's talk about the deck. I don't have a ton of time today to stream. I'm going to have to bounce around noon. So if you're watching this on the playback, that's probably why it's going to be a little short. If you're watching this live, what's up? But anyway, so we have 14 swamps, 4 Vault of Whispers. That's our land. We have 4 Carrion Feeders as a sack outlet. We have 4 Cauldron Familiars. The cat that always comes back. When it enters the battlefield, you lose 1 life, and then you gain 1 life. You can sacrifice a food, return it from the battlefield to return it from the graveyard to your battlefield. So the way we're enabling our food tokens is with Bartered Cow, a 4-drop 3/3 that when it dies, or when you discard it, important part there, create a food token. So Bartered Cow is going to be our food outlet. Cauldron Familiar is going to be our burnish outlet, and Carrion Feeder is kind of our loop as one of our sack outlets. We have other sack outlets in Village Rites and Deadly Dispute, but we have Tortured Existence to try to enable that. We also have Energy Refractor, that when it enters the battlefield you draw a card. You can tap 2 to add 1 mana of any color to kind of help, because we are running mono black lands, to kind of help with mainly Bartered Cow, but it's there. We also have 4 Myr Retrievers, which is a 2/2 that when it dies, you may return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. We can use Deadly Dispute to sacrifice artifacts, so Myr Retriever can possibly pick up them back, or if ones we mill over. What's up, Dangle Mushi? Cat in the box. Cat is out of the box. We have 2 Crypt Rats to board wipe with, 4 Marauding Blight-Priests, which is a card that I love. I played this card a bit in a Soul Sisters deck, that's called Soul Lesson. I really love this card. So the original list that was sent. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Dangle Mushi. I really appreciate it. The original list didn't have Brownscale, but I feel like Brownscale is important for a couple reasons. One, it's a great loop card. We get to gain a lot of life off of it. Kind of helps us stay alive while we try to deal with them. 2, it's constantly bringing a creature into our hand, so we can constantly have targets to discard for Bartered Cow. 3, it also works really well with Marauding Blight-Priest. So every time we loop Brownscale, we are burning them for a point of damage. So I feel like it was probably a pretty strong argument to put Brownscale in here. And then we have the Bartered Cow. That's what we got going on in the main deck. Sideboard-wise, we have 3 Contaminated Grounds to deal with the what's its face? Can't think of off the top of my head. The Gates decks. Also, I'm curious. I don't know if this works, but I'm curious to see if Contaminated Ground, if you can tag one of those 3/3 flyers from Affinity, if it would ground it or not. So I'm kind of curious about that too. So that's something that we'll have to see. 2 Crypt Rats extra, 1 Fleshbag Marauder to deal with Boggles, 2 Faerie Macabres for graveyard stuff, 3 Snuff Outs for if we need them, and then 4 Lifestaffs for the Burnish matchups. So that's what we got going on our deck. If you want to see the full deck list, it would be down in the description below. And let's try to get in some games. I'm open to suggestions. I also think like there's an argument for like Gloomfang Mauler in this one to try to thin out our deck a little bit. I actually think Cleansing Wildfire could be cool with this deck, and running the Indestructible Dual Lands so that we could also tag the Cow and Brownscale with it. So I think there's definitely some open options for some brewing and what have you. Oh, I gotta stretch a little bit. I think there's definitely some brewing options here. I like the core idea of this quite a bit. I think we need a mulligan this. If any of these was a second land, I would keep this hand. But I'm afraid of not drawing another land. Well, that's not good. Alright, we have 2 lands. I'm going to bottom Brownscale here, and I want to keep Village Rites. I want to keep Carrion Feeder. Maybe we bottom the Cow. Not a great opener. And especially if we're playing against Burn. Oh, we are playing against Burn. We have a really bad start against Burn. If I throw down Carrion Feeder, though, that might be enough. In theory, though, like, I'm thinking about the Burn matchup. We should have, if we can get our engine running, we should have a pretty good, like, built-in life gain system. But we're really going to need something big. Searing Blaze is pretty good. We need to get like Tortured Existence, and are we gonna flood out? Alright. And the cat. Yeah, we kind of need... Maybe I should have just kept that opening hand and hope he drew a land. I'm just gonna block here in Village Rites. Whew. Lot of land. We went from a drought to a flood. Bartered Cow. Well, unfortunately, Myr Retriever's not going to do a whole lot of good for us. There's an argument for like not blocking, so we can use Myr Retriever for something else, but I think we need to take as least amount of damage as possible until we can get Torex. Once we get Torex, if we can just top deck Torex, I'd feel a lot better. Yeah, we need to top deck Torex and then draw into Golgari Brownscale. Jeezy Pete's. Blight-Priest is not the best. Blight-Priest kills the Lava Runner, though. Lightning Bolt. Are we just dead? Yep. Okay. Lifestaff comes in. I think we can go down. What do we trim in this deck? I think we can go down Crypt Rats in this one. And I think we can go down. Let's go down one Blight-Priest. I like Blight-Priest. Let's leave Blight-Priest in. Go down 2 Refractors. Try it like that. We'll try it like this. It's a better opener. Lead on Lifestaff into Myr Retriever on turn 3 so we can equip it. Hopefully. Equip is not instant speed, right? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, let's just do that. This is for 1. Another Myr Retriever off the top would be kind of nice. Bartered Cow. Not very nice. Alright. Cool. So we're getting a Lifestaff trigger. I don't know what our opponent's got going on, but it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of fine with this. That was weird how that like laid out. Can we top deck Tortured Existence, please? I am going to Deadly Dispute one of these Lifestaffs away. Gosh, I was brewing a Torex deck. Was you? What was you brewing? It's going to play the Carrion Feeder. Okay. I don't know how we won there. With 4 Angler and 4 Necromass. Yeah, Golgari Sausage. That's funny. Yeah, I've played the 8 big boys before. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think Necromass is probably a 4 of. If you're playing Necromass, you're going that route. I feel like Necromass is a 4 of. That card is so strong. I feel like we need these Energy Refractors, honestly. I feel like we need them. There are only, like, colored source. We could probably go down... Let's go down 1 Blight-Priest here. And... we'll go down 1 Retriever. I don't like that. We've yet to get to play a Torex, so that's weird. So it's more of an aristocrat theme here. Yeah. It's not my brew. WM, there's numbers after it. A viewer sent me this. They played against a deck like this and thought it was really cool, and I have to agree. I think it's really cool. So I just put in some different pieces than what they had, but pretty much same thing. Hey. There's a card. But yeah, it's kind of aristocratic. We're trying to use the Cauldron loop here. It's not been super duper effective so far, but we're trying. We're probably going to end up Villaging Rites away this Carrion Feeder. They're just going straight for the face. Well... attack you for 3. I'm going to set up this bigger... we have 3 or 4 Lifestaffs. I'm going to set up this bigger eventually payoff for Carrion Feeder, hopefully. I don't think they can do 12 damage to us in 1 turn. I could be very wrong, though. Alright, just in case, I'm going to respect the Firebolt here. Yeah, I'm going to respect the Firebolt here. And hope we top deck a land. I mean, a creature. Not a land. Fuck. We've been a little bit unfortunate with our draws here. We could be very well dead this turn. Yeah, that was a good draw. They have one more spell, we're dead. Going down to 3. They probably have it, right? They did not. Oh my god, really? And we drew another land. Oof, rough. Rough. Way too many lands we drew. That was rough. Alright, this is a hand that does kind of something. Interesting. Nice start, yeah, right? You always gotta love the flood. We flooded game 1 and 3 there. This Death Greeter card's cool though. Oh, god damn it. Trespasser's Curse is actually really good against us. This is a deck I don't think we beat. Honestly, like, yeah, I don't think we beat this deck. Because our whole thing is we loop the cat. That's like our big payoff. I guess we can negate it. The cat kind of negates that. What I would like to do is Village Rites away the Marauding Blight-Priest so we can start cycling Brownscale. Brownscale is also kind of how we get out from underneath the Trespasser's Curse. I mean, yeah, but also rude. Heal through turn. We have an upkeep. We're going to upkeep, dump Brownscale, start dredging. We want to find a cat at some point. Another Death Greeter, sure. This is gonna be a go to time game, ain't it? Another Vicious Hunger, sure. Our opponent having a lot going on here. No blocks from us. Their Brownscale back in. Come on. Now quit killing my Blight-Priest, damn it. Porky Pigging it over here. What's this guy do? Okay. Sure. So are you white-black then? What is that? Abzora? I can't think of what it's called. Orzhov? The Village Rites, sure. You're doing the same thing I want to do, which is Village Rites. Don't have another kill spell. Come on, man. Come on, man. Another Vicious Hunger? Alright, I think you're only allowed to play 4 copies, so we're getting down to them only having 1 less. It's the same turn as the last time. Oh man, I am just milling over nothing. I don't know why I'm just not always yielding to that. We can pick up Myr Retriever next turn if we want to. Assuming this Blight-Priest lives by any chance. And then we can pick up Vault of Whispers when it dies, inevitably. Okay, no attacks. Does it live for a turn? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it lived. Alright, pick up Myr Retriever. Dumping the Brownscale here. And then dredged Brownscale. There's a Cauldron Familiar. Boy, that be a Cauldron Familiar. I'm going to pick up the other Bartered Cow here. Hey, we're doing stuff. All right, we're going to Myr Retriever here. We can attack them for 3. This is instant speed, right? It is instant speed. No blocks from them. All right. All right, we're doing stuff. We are doing things. And now we can start looping Brownscale too, by the way. No. I want to do this. This is where it's going to get really weird really fast. We're doing things. We are doing things. Let's pick up Bartered Cow. All right. All right. Sure. Deadly Dispute, Reckoner's Bargain. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, this is gonna be a game that goes to time. I almost feel like it, like that's totally what's gonna happen here. Bunch of serrated scorpions. Sure. Village Rites you. Pick up another Blight-Priest. No. Actually, you know what? Pick up Cow. Ditch Brownscale. Alright. Upkeep. Brownscale. Blight-Priest. Number 2. I actually don't think we attack here. I'm like trying to think in my head, it's like that might be the play here. I think that is the play. I think we Carrion Feeder here. Because then we can sack Myr Retriever and the food token. Alright. Sacrifice a creature. Pick up Energy Refractor. It's +1/+1 counter. Sacrifice. Quit doing that. Sacrifice food token. Cauldron Familiar. Sure. Doesn't matter. Sack Cauldron Familiar. Seems like a Ginger Brute and some Gates would be strong in this. Maybe. I don't know. This is just kind of a random brew we're trying out here, so it's very well possible that you're absolutely right by that. Sure, I'm fine with this. Sure, I'm still fine with this. But yeah, you're probably right. It could be fun. This has been kind of wild so far. This is a wild game. All right, there's a lot going on here. I actually think we play the Myr Energy Refractor here. Just draw a regular card. Another Torex is actually kind of nice to have in hand here. Then I actually think we just pass. We played a land that turn, right? I'm pretty sure we did. Okay. Cauldron Familiar. Cycle Bartered Cow. Oh wait, that was the wrong move. Sorry, Cauldron Familiar needs to be into the graveyard here. Pick back up Bartered Cow. I'm gonna cycle the other Bartered Cow here. Clicking wrong here. Bring back in the Cauldron's Familiar. I don't know if our opponent, like, we're running pretty hard and we have Torex, so even if they Crypt Rats here, Torex is going to be pretty strong. Okay, they did not in response to that, which is kind of cool. All right. Upkeep. Pick up Bartered. Ditch Brownscale. Dredge Brownscale. Play land. We're going to play the Myr Retriever here. We're going to attack them with everything. This Crypt Rats is going to get pretty shitty pretty quick for our opponent. Sure, Village Rites away. I think we just pass here. They want a Crypt Rats for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was it? 7. We can just sink everything into Carrion Feeder anyway. We'll pick up Vault of Whispers off this Myr Retriever to flesh out our mana even more, so we can do Tortured Existence things even more. We can also loot Bartered Cow a couple times to burn him with Blight-Priest. Dark Ritual, eh? That's interesting. Is it Mauler? Crypt Rats is X8. Alright. So Cycle Bartered Cow. Cycle Bartered Cow. Cycle Bartered Cow. Alright. Cauldron Familiar. Cauldron Familiar. This deck is sweet. When it runs, doesn't it? I like it. No. What's happening here? Nope. But alright. This is one of those things where it's like the sequencing matters of like how you like tap stuff makes your deck run faster. Well, I think we win. Just to be safe. All right. Our opponent says that's enough. I don't think I like a lot of what our opponent has going on for us to sideboard in stuff, other than like we can bring in 2 Lifestaffs to kind of counterbalance some of their stuff. I think Trespasser's Curse is going to stay in because it feels pretty good against us. That's my honest opinion. I think that's going to stay in. I think we go down 1 Refractor here and go down. I definitely feel like Brownscale is a must. I think we can go down Arc. I actually think we can just go out Arc Crypt Rats in general. I don't think Crypt Rats is going to be that big against them, so run it like that. Man, I tell you what, yeah, that was crazy when this thing was humming, it was going. So that was pretty fun. Three familiars, I'm gonna keep. Torex would help out a lot. Oh. Okay, so they have a Blight-Priest of their own. That's interesting. We're gonna Trespasser's Curse here. Yep. Our opponent's deck is pretty cool too. I think I could have blocked there, honestly. Probably should have, maybe. There it is, baby. Run out the other Cauldron's Familiar. Alright, so Crypt Rats will probably come in when we go if we go to game 3. We should probably just Crypt Rats again. I'm gonna block in Village Rites, is what my plan is here. Alright, our life is getting a little bit harder here. Carrion Feeder is not bad, though. We really need Golgari Golgari, not Grave Troll. That'd be sweet. We need Brownscale here soon. We're not drawing it. I'm going to Carrion Feeder here And then Cauldron Familiar. I mean, it's just one of these things. We're in a bad spot. That turn 1 Dark Ritual into Blight-Priest is pretty strong stuff. So yeah, we're kind of in a really bad spot. Yeah, our Crypt Rats 100% comes back in. No attacks is not the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Neither is Energy Refractor. Yeah, no. We're not playing Myr Retriever. We're in a very bad spot, though. 100%. Our opponent's not in a much better spot currently, so we really need to like dig ourselves out of this with finding relevant stuff, which we're not doing, unfortunately. That's all we need is just Brownscale. We need Brownscale and then eventually find a Bartered Cow. We're at a standstill here, though, with our opponent. Our opponent's whiffing on mana. We're whiffing on relevancy. Come on, we have 8 cards of each to do something. Actually, Lifestaff would be kind of good, too, here. Oh, fuck. Another Dark Ritual. Yeah, I don't think we're getting through this. I'm pretty sure we've lost this game. It's like Brownscale or nothing. Carrion Feeder can't block, but apparently our opponent doesn't know that. Yes. Oh, that's good. All right. So, 1, 2, 3. We lose 3 for Blight-Priest. But we have to play Blight-Priest. This is the only... We have to, like, start hitting them for damage. Okay, we apparently take 4 from Blight-Priest. We can loot Brownscale 1 time to put us to 6. We're finally going to get a 3rd land, unfortunately. I don't know why you wouldn't just start sending in this Serrated Scorpion. All right. All right, this is what we're doing. Can we loot Brownscale 20 plus times? Oh, there's another Brownscale in the grave. Yes. And we have the Bartered Cow too. Although Bartered Cow's not that exciting. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 life we can gain this turn and burn them for 6. Like I said, this is a wild game, man. Yep. Just to be safe, I'm going to start looping these now. All right, I'm gonna leave one up in case they find a graveyard card. Then I can dump like a Myr Retriever to grab the other Brownscale. Another Trespasser's Curse. I'm not playing another creature for the rest of this game. It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna kill you this way. There's an argument for just attacking with Carrion Feeder to fight the Blight-Priest here. This time we'll dump the Brownscale for Bartered Cow. The only thing that's nice is they have to kill their creatures, and we can just build our board up quicker. What's nice is we can keep Bartered Cow now in our hand. And we get a few more turns of doing this, too. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I brought in Brownscale. Again, I don't know why I didn't attack with Carrion Feeder there. We have enough life. We could actually barter Cow. Hmm. You know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to play this here. You bastard. I'm fine with this. Vampiric Link's annoying. They're not going to put it on their Crypt Rats, which I think is kind of funny. All right. Upkeep. Dredge out Brownscale. Okay. It's the question. Question is can we beat them before we run out of time? Sure. That's not how that works, but whatever. That's interesting. That's a weird play. Maybe they don't know about the Vampiric Linked Crypt Rats combo. I mean, to be fair, I just found out about it, so... Yeah. Love to find another... Yeah, I'm trying to find another Blight-Priest here. What happens if I just play Carrion Feeder? We can try to start pumping into Carrion Feeder. We can outmuscle Trespasser's Curse stuff. Hopefully. Keyword there is hopefully, though. Sure. We're back to doing this. We have a Crypt Rats of our own, don't we? I gotta play it, man. Like I said, we're starting to get to the point to where we don't really need to care as much about our life because we have so many. Yeah, they're gaining a bunch of life, but also like, I don't know. This is a wild game, man. That's just the truth of it. There's the fourth one. Son of a bitch. All right. I can't remember if we brought in our own Crypt Rats or not. I don't feel like we did. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm actually really okay with this. First off, we're just going to go ahead and attack with Carrion Feeder. No. I am going to pick up this Blight-Priest, though, but I think I'm going to hold on to it for... I don't think it's worth bringing in quite yet. Sure. Our opponent's getting to like a top deck mode that hopefully is... Oh, damn it, Village Rites. It's pretty good top deck mode. But we're going to start hitting them for a lot per turn. And just ignore everything else they're doing, hopefully. As long as they can't kill my Blight-Priests off again. Sure. Another Death Greeter. Our opponent's deck is really cool. But... let me start speeding this up. That's super annoying. The never-ending game. He's going to get me on time. Oh, this game is fucking crazy, man. We got to do the Blight-Priest now. It's like the only way we like start to like stomach our way through this nonsense. This is a fucking crazy wild game. Top deck, nothing. Okay, cool. Alright, now we're going to start to burn them for a ton. So, yep, sure, hit us for 4. Not blocking you. Come on, fade a turn. Just play a land and go. Play a land and go. Alright, well, we should hopefully have him next turn. Are we going to get there? The craziest way? Come on! Come on! We did it. How do I have -3 concurrent viewers right now? That's what YouTube's saying, is I have -3 concurrent viewers. I don't know how that's even possible. Wow. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have time to get into another game today. I'm going to have to end it there with just 2 games. That last game was bonkers crazy, though. That last game was absolutely insane. So let's talk about this deck real quick, if we can. I'm still trying to figure out how I have -3 viewers according to YouTube. I don't even know how that's possible. But regardless, let's talk about this Torex deck real quick. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I think this is a cool deck. I like Cauldron Familiar a lot. I like the Bartered Cow a lot. Energy Refractor, I'm not huge on. I think we would be better off removing Energy Refractor and playing some better lands. And I think the better lands we could play is probably just do like a 1 of or a 2 of white black, so we could play Bartered Cow if we want. I don't think we really need to play Brownscale ever, really. I think Gloomfang Mauler would be cool, but I don't think it's like super duper important. I didn't feel like we ever had a time where we was like super hurt for lands. But yeah, that was cool. I think Brownscale is a good addition to this deck. The original list that was given to me didn't have Brownscale in it. I think Brownscale is just it needs to be in this deck, especially if you're running Marauding Blight-Priest. I'm open to more suggestions for this deck. We can maybe brew something together that's pretty interesting. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I think this deck is pretty sweet as is. I definitely will play it again as is, because I only got 2 games in today, and the first game wasn't really a game because we just flooded. So I think we can look back at this deck another time, maybe later this week or something. We'll look back at this deck, but I like it a lot. I like this. It's pretty fun. Cauldron's Familiar, looping it with Bartered Cow and Carrion Feeder was pretty good that game. Like I said, if you get Marauding Blight-Priest, looping it with Brownscale, like we would have killed our opponent way quicker if it wasn't for the amount of stuff our opponent had going on against us, like to gain life. I mean, would have been a lot cooler. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like this deck. I want to play it again. It's pretty cool. So definitely gonna have to check this one out again. Maybe get into some more games with it and see how it is. I'm just really kind of obsessed with Torex right now. So if you want to see something other than Torex, let me know. But for the time being, I'm going to be playing more Torex. I think next time not next time. Eventually, some point, I'm going to play more Abzan Torex. I want to play more of this blue-black cycling Torex, and I want to play around with a green-black build that is including Gates, and a green-black build that is including Gloomfang Mauler over Gurmag Angler. So there are definitely some like variations of this deck I really want to play around with. Although, like I said, I really enjoyed this build. This build was a lot of fun. I'm excited to try it out some more. But that's going to be it for now. If you are not subscribed already, maybe consider subscribing. If you are subscribed, welcome back. What's up? If you want to support the channel even further, though, I also have channel memberships open. If you want to see me play your deck through a Pauper League, there is a channel membership for that. There's a membership option for that. And if you have any cool lists that you just want to see me check out, feel free to send me those lists. The Pauper League thing membership is just for leagues. Like, if you want to like send me a list for me to check out non-league wise, feel free. I'm open to lists. I like playing different decks. As long as it doesn't cost much, as long as it's like basically under a couple bucks to finish out the deck, then I will check it out. If it's something like I needed to sink more than like $10 into, I'm probably not going to check it out, just as a heads up. I'll tell you even in the comments, be like, well, maybe in the future if I get these cards I will. But like I said, if you want to see me run a list of your preference through a league, though, that membership is an option. And I'll see y'all later. If you want to catch me live on YouTube, turning on notifications is the best to know when I do go live. And I will see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.